Welcome to a brand new video. This is episode 3 of Chasing 200. In case you are new to this channel and you don't know who I am, my name is Sam Knoll. I'm a natural bodybuilder, dad of 2. I've been bodybuilding for the last 16 plus years, and I've won 16 plus bodybuilding shows. I've done 20 plus bodybuilding shows, but I've won 16, including a world title. And I'm documenting my process of running back-to-back 100-mile race this summer. Currently, as of today, I am 4 weeks and some change out from running my first 100-mile race, which is for this year, which is the Bighorn 100, and I am 68 days out from running the second 100-mile race of this year, which is going to be the Crazy Mountain 100, where I'm going back to run sub 30 hours. Today is one of those days where it just feel like I'm stalling quite a bit because it's a big run that we have today. I have 30-mile or 50K run. Initially, I was going to do it at a trail here where I did my last 50K attempt, but I ended up running 20 miles just because it was a training run. But my heart is a little bit heavy today. Normally, if you are familiar or maybe not familiar, if you're living around the St. Louis area, you know where Forest Park is. And just driving into Forest Park today to run, it's quite devastating. Devastating in the sense where there was a tornado that came through here yesterday, and tons of trees down just around this area alone. And Forest Park is, this is where I do typically most of my loop. It's like 6-mile loop around here. So everywhere you go, at least I count maybe 30 plus trees that are just down. It's a beautiful area. I love running this place. But not only just the trees alone, I know other cities, neighborhood that has, houses got hit also too, where, kind of just, it's pretty bad. So yeah, heart is a little bit heavy today. I'm gonna document the record for you guys still, that there's some life lost, unfortunately, but yeah. I'm gonna try to park this video up because it's still a blessing to be able to move your body and be able to be in a position to, want to run 30 miles. In full transparency, this week I was supposed to run up to another 60-mile run week this week, but I had 2 runs I had to miss, and the reason why I missed the run is because I'm starting to have a little bit. Sorry, I'm very ashy. Why my apologies for being ashy. It'd be like that sometimes. I've been having a little bit of Achilles tendonitis. That's what I would call it. Just that's what it feels like. But it's not. It's not completely bad. But it's inconvenience. Scale of 1 to 10. I'll give it like a 3 or 4. So I'm just putting precaution in place just to make sure it's not elevating to a higher number. A few things I'm doing is making sure, one, I'm listening to my body. So I did not run. I missed those 2 8-mile runs, so 16-mile runs shy of where I need to be this week. But what I did in that situation is I alternated for a bike. Again, low impact, but I still want to get that aerobic stimulus as much as possible, and some walking on the treadmill also too, on the incline, and that's been very helpful. And again, we typically wear shin compression sleeves, and just for that extra layer of protection. And but yeah, just thought, full transparency, I shared that with you guys. So another thing I added to the addition for my training kit or recovery kit is this massage gun right here. And again, not sponsored. It's something I just found on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description in case you want to snag that. But one of the cool things about this gun particularly that draw my attention to it is the head right here has this 2 attachments right here where you can set the head hot or cold. So obviously when it's, if you have tight muscles, something, like right now today, it's very chilly. So having like a warm head right here, that sounds so foul, but having like a warm head right here, just to break down that soft tissue a little bit prior to the run, is definitely a game changer. Again, not sponsored, but something I just found on Amazon. I thought, again, if you are somewhere looking for like some sort of massage gun, this is a very game changing thing. Talked about this many times before, but again, I'm gonna assume a lot of you guys are new here. So the carb fuel process of this run, I'm gonna be going with the Precision Fuel gel, which is 90 grams of carbs. I'm gonna be consuming this every hour, and I have 2 with me. And because I'm doing a 5-mile loop, I'm gonna be looping it around this particular place, and I'm gonna be stopping in the car and just grabbing the gel with me, or I have an additional one in the pocket right here. As I mentioned in the last video, this has been a game changer also. the Sport in Science gel. This is 200 milligrams of caffeine with nootropic, acetylcholine, theanine, mixed with caffeine, game changer. So I'm going to be having this maybe every hour. As far as pre-workout nutrition, by the way, I'm rocking the stash now. Trying to get aerodynamic. Kind of dig the look. Let me know in the comment if it's something that you guys, if you think I should keep it or shave it off. Pre-workout nutrition, what I had before I started run on the drive here, I was consuming peanut butter, honey, sea salt on a cinnamon swirl bread. Wash that down with 2 scoops of raw energy fuel, which is another additional 50 grams of carbs. And with that, I will have the new tropical mango from Switchback electrolyte scoop. 2 scoops, which is giving me 2,000 milligrams of electrolytes, and I'll be coming back every hour or so, taking down an additional 2,000 milligrams. It's not supposed to be too hot today, but that doesn't mean I do not want to make sure I'm staying on top of my electrolyte. Now I'm going to stretch and get this run started. It's going to be a long run. I don't know how long it's going to take me to run 30 miles, but we'll find out. 30 miles finished in 5 hours, 2 minutes and 19 seconds at a pace of 10:05. That was tough. That was rough. But this video is going to be super short. And the reason why it's going to be super short is I think the message is just clear that I want to hopefully get across to you guys. My attitude going into this run was not great. I would say that. I mean, you guys saw the beginning of the video, was not great. But as I started this run, going into this run, my attitude immediately changed, just because one, I was going into the run, I'm like, just grumpy, and that's quickly changed to gratitude, because this loop right here, this run, it's quote unquote slow for what I normally would do, 10:05 pace. I think my attitude kind of just reflected in my performance, one, and two, my attitude going into this run also started to, my normal pace for me, yeah, I've been posting my pace quite a while now, and my normal pace is around 8:17, 8:11 pace, relatively fast for the most part, but this run particularly is definitely slower, because one, I decided to slow it down because I just was trying to count it as miles under feet, and two, most importantly, I want this run to be the run quickly change into a gratitude run for me. What I mean by gratitude run is there is a lot of devastation in here, and I think the videos, the clips I'm going to be showing, the video I'm going to be showing doesn't justify it, because here I am complaining about how my run is going to be, and here are these people are kind of just picking up the pieces from the devastation from the tornado that came through. I mean, it's 5.6 mile loop, and outside normally I will go into South Loop, a Del Mar Loop, but I can't even go further because the roads are blocked because it's just trees on top of houses. So the run quickly changed into more of a gratitude run. I'm kind of forced to slow down anyways, because the normal route that I normally would take is just trees, and I have to maneuver around the trees. But yeah, I'm just appreciative to be moving my body, and I think the other message I want to convey is your darkest time is somebody else's brighter day. Again, doesn't need to be explained, but I know your current situation right now, whatever you're in, might seem like, oh my God, this is the worst thing this is the worst place you're ever gonna be. But I guarantee you there's somebody out there that wish they have your quote unquote downtime. I just want to share that with you guys. Hopefully you guys can learn a little from this process. Again, 30 miles. I'm happy with the run. Again, I'm very fortunate. I have immense gratitude that I'm able to move my body. And that's it. There's nothing else on top of that. There's no question mark qualifier that I need to qualify this run with. I'm just happy to move my body. You should be grateful for where you are, regardless of how quote unquote suck, how terrible, how dark, that current situation is. It can get better. It can get better, and it will get better if you change your attitude. Anyways, I don't want to drag this video all too long. I'm gonna go home, go recover now, and get my babies nice and salty. Run. I mean, call me Salt Bay. But yeah, I'm gonna replenish some electrolytes, Switchback electrolytes, and I'm gonna relax the rest of the day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Again, as always, don't forget to empty your tank. Sam can also make it fit, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.